Good morning. The words of the day is way too much excitement for any given night. When we were last talking to all of you, we were headed east to Three Forks, Montana, and rolling the dice to see whether or not we were going to get a campsite at Missouri headwaters. And the answer to that question is we lost. When we got there, every site was full. We then checked hotels, and they were full too. So we came over the KOA. There was supposed to be one more site left, and we were kind of concerned that that site would be full, and then we'd be really in trouble. But that was probably the one good thing, was that there was actually 5 of the 6 campsites were free. So it wasn't cheap. It was $60. Looking at most of the bathrooms here and showers, so facilities are really new here. And the tent site for us, like I said, was expensive. It was $60, but it did have water and electric, so that kind of mitigated it to some extent. Staff has been friendly, such. But let me get to we were already kind of stressed out because we had to change plans at the last second about getting a campsite and campground. We got set up. It was also getting late. It was already like past 8 o'clock, so we headed into Three Rivers to town and to kind of look for food, and it kind of got locked out of that too because we had one place was so full they couldn't serve us. The second place was a pizza place and only served pizza, and the last place was in a hotel, which well, the prices started at $25 and went up to like $50 an entree, so that was out. So we just ended up saying, oh well, we'll go to the truck stop and find something. Actually, we did really well at the truck stop. That was the other kind of going point, is they actually had teriyaki chicken with refried rice, and that wasn't bad. I won't say it was great or even good. It was okay. It's just okay. But the real excitement started when we tried to leave the truck stop to go the last mile to go back to the KOA. Well, just as we were pulling out of the truck stop, I saw a set of police car emergency lights go on, and I was like, uh-oh. Pull over. Did I make a full stop? I was like, no. There was something else going on. Can we have your license, your insurance, and registration? Handed them all that. 15 minutes later, they come back. They say, here's hey sir, we need you to get out of the car. We need to talk to you. And then I find out that someone had swatted us, and that's a kind of started in an LA term, stands for SWAT, which is the Police Special Situations Forces here in the United States. What happened was that somebody called the police and said, oh, by the way, there's this really intoxicated person. He's been in like 3 bars already, and he's been refused service, and he's tried to get in a fight with one of them. And now he's in a yellow shirt, and he's driving a green Subaru. Well, except for the description of me and the vehicle, everything else was a complete lie. They ran me through every physical sobriety check possible. I mean, they had me walk the line, they followed my eye, had me follow their finger with the flashlight, they had me try to stand on one leg, The only thing it didn't do is have me count my ABCs. And let's, the physical stuff I did really poorly on because, well, I don't have good coordination anyways. But, you had 10 hours of driving and I'm about ready to sleep. I have no coordination at all, really. So they quote unquote officially declared me a suspect of DUI. So I had to wait another 15 minutes for them to get a breathalyzer test, and I've never done one before. I've been driving for 30 years. Never, ever, ever been pulled over for a possible DUI. And of course, so it took me a few attempts to get it right, but I did actually get solid, and I blew, of course, 0.000. And it's like, well, sorry, sir, but thank you for your cooperation. Here's your license. You can be on your way. Ugh. And it was cold, and it was windy, and I lost an hour, and we didn't get to the campsite till 10 o'clock. And it's just frustrated, stressed, and more than a little bit angry about someone had literally called the police on us. And I think it was discrimination. Either get me or Myrna, who is Asian, but what can you do? The police did everything by procedure, but I think they should have been a little more careful about screening their calls. But anyways, we'll take care of that today. I'll be talking to the sheriff of the county about that. But we weren't going to let it ruin it totally, so we did have a campfire and such, and we stayed up for a little while. By about 12:30, which is really late, we finally went to sleep. We had the heater on because it was cold, and stayed relatively warm. And like I said, the bathrooms were really nice. And when we woke up this morning, and of course it was raining. Not hard rain, but enough to kind of get everything wet. And well, we'll pick it up there on the next Day 11 video. This is Danusa for Evelyn. Thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe.